dressed up? Where are you going?
The president is in town, so a bunch of us are going to his hotel to see his wife. I just loved her, and Father knows this.
Sophia, you're a little confused, honey. That was Jane Wyatt. The president was married to Jane Wyman.
That old crow from Falcon Crest?
Well, it doesn't matter. They're not married anymore. Now he's married to Nancy Davis.
From All About Eve?
That's Betty Davis.
That one who beat her kids with wire hangers?
No, that was Joan Crawford.
The fat cuck from Highway Patrol?
That was Broderick Crawford.
The president was married to Broderick Crawford? And Mondale still lost? What an idiot. How's this dress look on her? What's the difference in half an hour being crumpled on the floor next to an empty bottle of Jack Daniels? Blanche, I want to ask you a question. Who was the president married to? Nancy Reagan. Of course, the thin one he helps out of the helicopter. This idiot thinks he's married to Broderick Crawford. Get some help, Rose.
Blanche, that outfit sure is risque.
Thank you. Would you just check my class book? Now, all I need are those earrings you borrowed from me last week.
Blanche, I put those earrings back in your room.
Oh, no, Rose, not again.
I know I didn't lose them, Blanche.
Rose, you're always losing everything. You lost our tickets to the Julio Iglesias concert. You misplaced 2 sets of house keys. You even had to have somebody help you find your car at the airport.
I know I didn't lose those earrings. I'll find them for you right now.
You better hurry up. I have to be there by 6 o'clock.
You've still got plenty of time. It's only...
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot all about your tutoring session.
It's okay. We were just finishing.
Hi, Blanche. You look pretty.
You should see me if I had earrings. So what are y'all doing?
Oh, well, we just finished algebra.
Why do I have to learn algebra?
Because I had to learn how to teach it. And now I'm just checking the grammar in Mario's story for his English class. This is really terrific.
It's not terrific. It's just okay.
It is much better than okay. Blanche, I want you to listen.
Don't read it. You're going to embarrass me.
All right, I'll just read it from there to there, okay?
If you only read it from there to there, you'll miss the spirit of the whole piece. Take it from here.
The very first night he was in America, his uncle took him to a movie. He felt more excited than he ever had in his whole life watching that movie because of the feeling he got sitting in that theater with all those other people, laughing together, getting scared together. He felt like those people were his friends. To him, that feeling was the feeling of living in America. In America, you always felt like you were among friends.
Mario, that's just beautiful.
You should hear it when I read it. Hi, Rose.
Oh, hi, Mario. How about a nice snack?
Sure, I'm starving.
How about a nice herring salad sandwich on raisin bread?
Oh, wow. I'm going to miss my bus.
That bus doesn't leave till... I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, Rose. Blanche. Adios, Teach.
Hasta mañana. I wonder if I should submit his story in the district contest.
I think you should. Oh, he's a very special kid, Dorothy.
Oh, he really is. I'm just crazy about him. He wants so much to learn. You know, he gets this look in his eyes when he's listening to me. You don't see that look very often. I think that look is the whole reason that teachers teach. Of course, there's a similar look that means I'm going to slash your tires. But an experienced teacher can tell the difference.
Dorothy, I'm going to a party tonight. Can I please borrow your silver earrings?
Well, of course, but why not wear the ones you usually wear with that outfit?
Would you like to feel that one, Rose?
Blanche, I have looked all over the house. I cannot find your earrings. But I found the Julio Iglesias tickets. Boy, we had great seats. Blanche, I feel just awful about this.
Just forget about it, Rose. I never intended to keep those earrings my entire life, like my mama did. And my grandmama. And my great-grandmama, who fashioned those earrings herself from the Civil War bullets that killed great-granddaddy.
Blanche, I'm going to make this up to you.
I said, just forget it, Rose.
No, I've already decided. For 1 week, I am going to be your personal Wiedenfrugen.
One woman do that for another?
Only if they're the same height. What the hell is a Wiedenfrugen?
Wiedenfrugen. It's a personal servant. It's the only way to make up for something like this. We've done it in my family for years. Ever since Uncle Ben lost Lars Olson's artificial leg. It was the day of the big 4-county toboggan race, and without his leg, Lars came in dead last. Oh, that was a day to remember.
I think every American remembers where he was the day Lars lost that toboggan.
Well, Uncle Ben felt just terrible. I mean, he tried to make it up to Lars, and Lars said he forgave him, but you could tell there were still hard feelings. Lars kept trying to run Ben down with his bicycle. But with only one leg, I mean, how fast could he run? Well, finally, Uncle Ben suggested something to clear the air once and for all. For 1 week, he would be Lars's personal Wiedenfrugen and do whatever Lars wanted. Lars agreed, and it worked. I mean, it always works, so won't you give it a try, Blanche, please?
All right, I will, but not right now. I'm late for my date. Dorothy, I'm just going to grab those earrings. I'll see y'all later.
Oh, I better go see if I can help you.
Rose, listen, I'm going to ask a question that I know I'm going to hate myself for asking, but, whatever happened to Lars's missing leg?
Oh, they found it at the annual Edelweiss in Jarlsberg Choral Festival. Uncle Bennett used it to beat off the wolves when he was setting up the bleachers.
Just as I suspected.
Now I know why they say lying out in the sun is dangerous.
Oh, Sophia, we've only been out here for a little while. I don't think at your age you need to worry about wrinkles.
Who's talking about wrinkles? I can't get up. My butt is stuck to the chair.
Here, Sophie, I'll help you.
Oh, I'll do that.
No, that's all right, Rose.
But that's what a personal servant is for.
Rose, I'm sorry. I just don't feel comfortable having you work for me.
I do. You want to be my servant, Rose?
Blanche, I'm not talking about big things. I'm talking about little things, like doing your laundry.
My laundry's more fun, Rose.
The only way I'll feel better about losing your earrings.
Ever see panties from the 20s, Rose? They got pockets.
Please, Blanche.
Oh, I don't know. I just don't feel right.
You don't feel right about it, but what about me? What about the guilt that twists deeper and deeper inside me? What about the tortured days and the sleepless nights I've spent trying to think of some way to make up for this horrible thing I've done? Oh, come on now, Blanche, don't be so selfish. Let me be your Wiedenfrugen.
Oh, all right. You can be my Wiedenfrugen.
Frugen.
Girls, terrific news. Remember that story that Mario wrote that I submitted in the contest? It won first place.
My Dorothy, that's wonderful.
Anyway, I was thinking that tomorrow when he comes over for his usual lesson, that I would give him a little, surprise party to celebrate.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. I just love surprise parties. I remember every year on my birthday, George always would take me to the country club. And every year he'd say we were just going to have a nice, quiet little dinner. Then we'd walk into the dining room, and the lights would go on, and our friends, all from the finest families, would yell, "Surprise!" And every year I'd pretend to be surprised. It always made George so happy.
Well, good Lord, how could you fake it every year?
Well, Dorothy, when we were first married, I faked it 3 times a week. That always made George happy, too.
I've only been to one surprise party in my life, but I'll never forget it. It was for Grandma Nyland's 100th birthday. She was from a whaling village in the old country, so we kind of made that the theme of the party. We all dressed as Vikings, with helmets and spears. We all crowded into her little room up over the barn. She walked in, lit a candle, and we yelled, "Surprise!" She dropped dead right there. Well, I thought that was such a nice way to go.
Dorothy, if I'm lucky enough to live to be 100, make me a promise.
Oh, I promise, Ma, no surprise party.
No, promise me we can get our own apartment. These two are making me crazy.
Well, I'd better start planning Mario's party.
Oh, Dorothy, let me plan it for you.
Oh, honey, you don't have to do
No, but
that.
I want to. You have enough to do, and there's nothing I like better than planning a party.
Are you sure?
Yes, there's nothing to it.
Well, fine, thanks.
Rose,
Yes.
plan a part.
I made it as fast as I could.
I just couldn't believe you forgot the peanut butter vanilla ice cream. That's Mario's favorite.
I was so sure chocolate was his favorite. That's why I bought it this morning.
Oh my goodness me, I think you're right. Well, whose favorite is the peanut butter vanilla? Oh, it must be mine. Just put that in the freezer for me, would you, Rose? Wiedenfrugens, what a lovely idea. If we'd had them in the old days, we wouldn't have had to fight that disruptive civil war.
Blanche, has anyone seen today's paper?
Oh, I think Sophia left it out on the lanai. Oh, just in time. Rose, would you fetch the paper?
Okay, baby.
Seems like you've gotten more comfortable giving Rose things to do.
Oh, well, deep down it still saddens me, but I think psychologically it's very important to Rose. I'm just careful not to give her anything too demeaning.
Here it is. Should I read it to you and massage your feet like I did this morning?
No, why don't you just be a good little Wiedenfrugen and keep your mouth shut?
Now, I've heard that there's an article in here about Mario's winning the contest. Oh my God, there's a picture and I'm in it.
Well, let's see it.
No, I look terrible.
Oh, Dorothy, come on. You always think you look terrible in pictures. Let's see it. Now that's ugly.
I think I hear him in the kitchen.
Louder next time. My heart's still beating.
Oh, I'm sorry, we thought you were Mario.
You'll have to scream louder than that if you're going to kill him.
Hi, everybody. What's going on?
Oh, Mario, you spoiled our surprise.
Sorry, I'll come in again. Totally unsuspecting. Here I come, expecting nothing. Surprise! Oh, this is great. What a surprise. But it's not my
I
birthday.
know, honey, we're celebrating your winning that contest.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
We're so very, very proud of you.
And Dorothy tells us your friend Barbara Thomas was very proud of you, too.
Yes,
Dorothy's Barnack?
yes,
My name is Bert Nesbitt. I'm looking for Mario Sanchez. The school said he might be here.
yes, is something wrong?
I'm with the Immigration and Naturalization Service. We have reason to believe that Mario is in this country illegally. Mario, afraid you'll have to come with me.
I can't sleep. I just keep lying there, thinking about that look on Mario's face when he heard that he might be deported.
Might be, Dorothy, not will be. Now, maybe after the hearing, the judge will let him stay.
But it's all my fault. I probably got him kicked out of the country.
He was here illegally. You can't blame yourself. You just have to have a little trust in the justice system.
That's easy for you to say, Rose. You're not the one who's responsible for what happened to the kid.
Well, I know just how Dorothy feels. Now, when I was a young girl, I witnessed a horse theft on my granddaddy's plantation. Well, I screamed for help. My granddaddy jumped on his stallion and rode that horse thief down. And then to teach me a lesson about the justice system, granddaddy dragged that horse thief into court with me as the star witness. I had to testify in front of a packed courtroom.
You must have been terrified.
Oh, honey, I was. I didn't know what to wear. I only had 2 dresses with me. One bright one, suitable for weddings or a cotillion, and one darker one, more suitable for funerals or a hanging.
See, my folks were poor. I just had one of those, reversible hanging cotillion dresses.
Well, I picked the bright one. Now, when I took the stand, a hush fell over that courtroom. I told the judge exactly what I'd seen. And after my testimony, that horse thief's fate was sealed. Justice won the day.
Blanche, what the hell does that have to do with what's going on now?
Well, like any good story, mine was deliberately ambiguous, thus affording the listener the opportunity to glean from it whatever he may. Besides, I just hate it when I'm left out of the conversation.
No, Hello? Yes, it is. No, he isn't. What? Oh my God. Yes, all right.
What is it?
It's Mario's uncle. Mario has run away.
Oh, no. Well, where would he go?
Well, there's only one place I can think of. I'm going to get dressed and go.
Oh, wait a minute. We'll go with you, Dorothy.
I can't see a thing.
What kind of a movie is this, Dorothy?
Rip his throat out!
It's a musical, Rose. I think that's Mario sitting way down there in the front. You girls stay here.
I just hate violent movies.
It's like watching an autopsy.
Is this seat taken? Did I miss the part where he rips the guy's throat out? Look, I know you've seen this movie 6 times, so you shouldn't mind answering a few questions. Does this mean you've decided to run away instead of going to see that judge? Well, I can't make you change your mind. I can't even make you put an R in February. But I would like to talk about it.
That judge will only send me back.
He might not. I mean, some people come here and they stay. You're looking at one. Arnold Schwarzenegger. He became an American citizen, started a whole new career, married a Kennedy. Right now he happens to be tearing off another guy's arm and hitting him with it. You do see my point.
I don't want to go back, Teach.
I know you don't. And I don't want you to go either. I wish I could say that you won't have to go back, but I can't. The only thing I can promise you, though, is that running away is not the answer. Whoa! Oh, I'm sorry, Mario. I never realized that ripping off a nose would leave that big a hole. Anyway, I read a story once that said that in America you always feel like you're among friends. What do you think?
That was just a story.
I think it was a true story.
Will you go see that judge with me?
Will you start putting an R in February?
Okay.
Let's go. Okay, girls, let's go. Blanche.
I just can't take my eyes off that man's body. I want to see Moa.
He is covered with oil, wearing a loincloth. How much more can you see?
I don't know, but I'm going to move down front and find out. Dorothy, what time did Mario say he was coming over?
As soon as he hears from the judge.
Well, why couldn't that judge just make up his mind at the hearing?
I thought he was going to. You know, I spent 20 minutes giving him reasons why Mario should be allowed to stay. He just said thank you and excused us.
Okay, Blanche, I finished making your lunch. It's on the table.
Won't you join me, Dorothy?
Thanks. It might help take my mind off Mario.
Rose, did you make enough for 3 of us?
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, good. Well, I'll save yours for when you finish rotating my tires.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Sam Burns. I'm a friend of Blanche's.
Oh, yeah, come on in.
No, don't bother. I just wanted to drop something off. I found these between the cushions of my love seat.
Blanche's earrings.
She must have left them there last week. Oh, and she left her watch, too.
What? Well, thank you. I'll see that she gets them.
Thank you.
Blanche, could you come out here?
What's wrong, honey?
That was Sam Burns. He found these in his love seat.
My earrings!
Aren't we forgetting something?
What?
An apology?
Oh, honey, you don't have to apologize for sleeping with Sam. Everybody does.
Blanche Devereaux, you sit down and shut up and listen. I did not sleep with him, and I didn't lose the earrings. You did. Not to mention my watch, which I didn't even know you borrowed.
I thought I'd mentioned that.
No, you didn't.
I'm sorry.
Well, sorry doesn't cut it, Blanche. I've spent all week making your bed, making your breakfast, making your stinking tuna fish sandwiches with the crust cut off, and for what? For nothing. Well, it's all over now. You won't have this vegan friend to kick around anymore.
What is all the shouting about?
Oh, I'll explain it a little later. Right now I have to go pour on a little Southern charm. If that doesn't work, I might have to eat a little Yankee Crow.
I don't like the look on your face.
Bad news. They're sending me back.
Oh, Mario, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
It's so unfair. I can't believe it. But listen, this doesn't mean that we're going to have to give up. We're going to fight this. There are legal ways to keep you in this country, and tomorrow morning we're going to find out what they are.
I have to go tomorrow.
Then I'll do it myself. And we'll get you back here, I promise. I'm going to miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too.
Now listen, I want you to keep up with your homework, and you write to me and tell me how you're doing.
I will. I'll never forget you.
You won't have time to. You'll be back here before you know it. This is your home. This is where you belong. You're what this country is all about.
Say goodbye to Rose and Blanche for me. Adios, Teach.
Oh, Mario.
So you see, sweetheart, I was really doing it for your own good. Treating you like a dog was really doing you a favor. So what do you say we just forget all of that now, okay?
Mario's gonna have to go home.
Oh, Dorothy. Oh,
He asked me to say goodbye.
oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
Boy, I could sure use a family hug right now.
Oh, darling. Oh, Dorothy, you've had a rough day.
I'll tell you what. You go on and get into bed, and I'll bring you a nice cup of hot chocolate.
You don't have to do that.
Oh, I want to, and I'll bring you some cookies, and I'll move the TV into your
You
room.
really don't have to bother.
Oh, it's no bother.
Thanks.
You heard her, Blanche. Get cracking.
Give me a break. This is highway robbery. I'm a woman on a fixed income. $50 is as high as I'll go. Okay, I'm desperate. You got a deal. 60. Oh, good news, Dorothy. I got your date for the banquet.
Ma, I'll get my own date.
Fine, pay 100.
Here, help me finish these invitations.
Hi, girls. Boy, am I stuffed. I must have sampled food from over 10 caterers.
Did you find one for the banquet?
Not yet. Oh, but I did learn that baked Alaska can actually be cooked locally.
Rose, I have an even bigger scoop for you. Mars bars are made right here on Earth.
Oh, girls, this time I have really done it. Thanks to me, the hospital charity banquet is going to be held in the Versailles room of the Bedford Hotel.
Blanche, the committee is on a budget.
I know it, but don't worry, I worked out a special deal.
But we can't afford that room.
I know it, but don't worry, I worked out a special deal. I told the manager if he'd let us have that room, I would persuade my sister to sing for free in his piano bar.
You mean your sister Virginia?
No, I mean my sister, Miss Susan Anton.
Blanche, how could you tell such a
He
lie?
didn't believe me for a minute. He told me I was much too attractive to be related to her. But he gave us the room anyhow because he said he liked my moxie.
And I bet you liked showing it to him.
Well, we have a place. Now all we need is a caterer.
I have one dropping by this afternoon.
Blanche, did you hire the band?
Rose is supposed to do that.
Well, I warn you, we may end up with a Hansger Flugenhaben yodeling quartet.
That's not true. They broke up. But the Sonia von Kugel Tuba Band is free.
Hi, I'm Jake Smallins from VIP Catering.
Hello, I'm Rose Nyland from St. Olaf, Minnesota. These are my friends. This is Dorothy, and this is
Blanche Devereaux. I am chairman of the planning committee. So, Mr. Smallins, could you tell us a little something about your background?
Well, I've been running VIP Catering for 5 years. Before that, I was a cook in the Navy for 25 years. I can cook chipped beef for 1,500 or chateaubriand for 2.
No, Mr. Smallins, what I meant was, are you married?
No, I'm not. And please, call me Jake.
My pleasure.
I once had an Uncle Jake, but of course he could never cook. He also could never get through our family 4th of July picnic without unzipping his overalls.
Glad your uncle can't make it to the bank with it. So, tell me, Jake, how much do you think these meals will cost?
Well, that depends. You want something simple or fancy?
We want something cheap.
I admire your honesty.
I admire your chest. I mean, exactly what kind of meal are we talking about?
I could do a nice Yankee pot roast, mashed potatoes, mixed vegetables, wild green salad, and for starters, I'll throw in my special clam chowder, no charge.
That sounds delicious. Just consider yourself hired. Now, Jake, when shall I come over to your place to sample what you have to offer?
I got a better idea. There's a romantic little diner down on the boardwalk, and they use a lot of my recipes. Why don't I pick you up around 8 tomorrow night, and we'll go check out a few things.
I thought you'd never ask.
Swell. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Okay.
Nice meeting you, ladies.
Nice meeting you.
It was our pleasure. Wow, what a hunk.
I know. Eat your hearts out.
Blanche, did it ever occur to you that possibly Rose or I might be interested in Jake?
Yes.
And you still used every cheap ploy to nab him before we had a chance?
Yeah.
Then what do you have to say for yourself?
Damn, I'm good.
Well, what do you think? Isn't this romantic?
Oh, yes, it certainly is. If you happen to be Popeye.
Hiya, Jake. What can I do for you?
We like the best table in the house.
You got it, buddy.
Oh, this is great, thanks. We'll have the usual.
All right.
Are you sure this is the best table in the house?
Did you get a splinter when you sat down?
No.
Then this is the best table in the house.
You're pulling my leg.
No, but I like it.
Stop being naughty.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
Neither did I. Be naughty again.
Blanche, you are one hell of a woman.
I know. Go on.
Well, I've been just about everywhere there is, but in all my years in the Navy, I've never met anybody like you.
Yeah, well, in all my years dating the Navy, I never met anybody like you. Jake, is it my imagination or is there a tattoo in the shape of a nose on your arm?
Yeah. I got that when I first joined the Navy back in '51. I was just a kid. I was drunk out of my mind. Unfortunately, so was the guy who gave me the tattoo. I asked for a rose. He thought I said a nose. Thanks. Oh, Blanche, I really like being out with you.
I really like being out with you, too. This looks delicious.
Oh, wait a minute. Before you eat that clam chowder, there's just one thing.
What?
It tastes better if your lips are warmed up first.
I'm beginning to see why this place is so romantic.
And now for my next number, I'd like to play something by one of my favorites, and I hope one of yours. Huey Lewis and the News!
I think we've heard enough, Mr. Hinckley.
Okay, we go right to the big finale.
I'm afraid we've run out of time.
But it's a guaranteed showstopper. I hold up 2 lit sparklers with my hands, and I play Hey, Look Me Over with my feet.
While smoking a cigarette?
No.
Oh, darn, you were this close. Goodbye.
Oh, Dorothy, we're in trouble. We've auditioned a dozen musicians. The banquet is less than 2 weeks away, and we still don't have a band. What are we going to do?
I'll tell you what we're going to do, Rose. We're going to eat a cheesecake. Hi, Ma. Shouldn't you be finishing those invitations?
Just here for a glass of water. The stapling dries me out.
Why don't you use a sponge?
I feel more comfortable drinking out of a glass.
Blanche, don't you and Jake have dinner reservations for tonight?
Yes, we do. He's late.
Well, I'm sure he has a good reason. And even if he hasn't, who cares? He is a dreamboat.
You know, girls, these last few weeks with Jake have been wonderful, but oh, there's some things about him I cannot get used to.
Really? Like what?
Well, it's a question of breeding. He uses his fingers instead of his knife to push his food. He tucks his napkin into his collar. He wears white after Labor Day.
Blanche, the man is a winner. What's the matter with you?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just overly critical. That sometimes happens when you're stunningly beautiful.
Not to mention endlessly irritating.
Blanche, Jake's here. Make yourself at home and don't touch anything.
Hi, everybody.
You are filthy.
I'm sorry, honey. I stopped to help a lady who was stranded on the side of the road, and I ended up fixing her transmission.
Aren't there people who do that for a living?
Andy Granatelli does. Although he doesn't actually fix them himself. I guess he doesn't want to get his trench coat dirty. But I hear he has this special school in Wisconsin. I know. Shut up, Rose.
Please, honey, don't be mad. I'll make it up to you, I promise you. What do you say I'll pack a picnic basket and we'll drive down to the beach? I'll spread a blanket on the sand, underneath the stars. I'll take you in my arms.
I forgive you. I mean, Blanche should forgive you.
Oh, all right. I forgive you, but forget the picnic. I'll get us that blanket.
He's a wonderful man.
I know. Oh, why can't I ever attract men like that?
You can, Dorothy.
Oh, Mama, you really think so?
Of course not, but you think I'm going to tell you that? I'm your mother.
Ma, are you sure you mailed all the invitations? None of the G's through the L's has responded.
Of course I did. They were in the shoebox I took to the post office last week. Unless
what?
Unless I sent my best pair of heels overnight mail.
Ma, this is terrible.
You're telling me now I don't have shoes for the party.
Girls, I am so excited we have a band.
Oh, you hired somebody?
Yup, the Great Pretenders. It's an all-female jazz band. They're supposed to be fantastic. Well, now it's going to be a good party. Oh, it's too bad you couldn't find a better date than Harvey.
Well, I certainly wouldn't brag about my date if I were you. Incidentally, is Walter renting that blue tuxedo again?
Walter never rented a blue tuxedo, and you know it. He owns that blue tuxedo.
Girls, did Jake call? He is half an hour late.
No, Blanche.
Is Jake going to be able to take you to the banquet, or will he have to work catering the affair?
Well, he might be able to take me, but my date for the evening is Hunter McCoy.
But what about Jake?
What about him?
Well, Jake has to take you to the benefit. I mean, you'll be there, he'll be there. He'll expect you to be there with him. How could you do this?
Well, Rose, you make it sound so terrible. It's not. Jake just doesn't belong with certain people. He's a blue jeans kind of guy. This is a black tie affair. We wouldn't have any fun.
Blanche, sometimes you act just like a woman I knew in St. Olaf.
Please, no one say what woman.
Blanche, Jake is crazy about you. You'll break his heart.
Honey, don't be silly.
Jake knows I care for him, but our relationship can only go so far. Now, he knows that as well as I do. It's probably him.
Hi, sweetheart. Hello, everybody. Is there somewhere we could be alone?
Well, can't it wait till after dinner?
No.
All right, I'm flexible. But of course you know that already.
No. I want to ask you something now. Right here, where we first met.
Ma, Rose, why don't we go into the kitchen?
What, miss all this? Jake, listen. I know what you want to ask me now. Now, I've been giving our relationship a great deal of thought lately, and I just think you're a wonderful man. I really do, and I love all the time we spend together. But we do come from two different worlds, you know. So our relationship can only go so far. And that's why I can't go to the banquet with you.
Well, that's not what I was going to ask you, but you answered my question anyway.
Why? I don't understand.
I was going to ask you to marry me.
Rose, what are you doing up?
I can't sleep. I keep having nightmares about the banquet.
Oh, what kind of nightmares?
I'm at the banquet. It looks beautiful. I look beautiful. Everybody looks beautiful. Suddenly, Charlton Heston walks in dressed like Moses. And he tries to part the dessert table. And when that doesn't work, he rounds up all the guests and leads them to the lingerie department of the nearest J.C. Penney's. Everybody starts making fun of the fat lady underwear. What do you suppose it means?
That you spent too many years sleeping on curlers. Ma, you can't sleep either?
No, I'm sleeping so good I thought I'd come try it in the sink.
I guess everybody's a little jumpy about the banquet.
Yeah, except Blanche. You know, she could at least have the good taste to pretend that she can't sleep.
She's probably nervous about running into Jake. You know, sometimes when people are under pressure, they sleep to escape.
Dorothy's father used to do that. Unfortunately, it was usually during foreplay.
Ma, the man is dead.
Longer than you think.
I feel bad for Blanche. She's done nothing but mope around this house since she and Jake broke up.
Oh, don't expect me to feel sorry for her. I mean, it's not very often that somebody as special as Jake comes along and she throws him away.
What's everybody doing up?
We were just talking about how dumb you were to give up Jake.
I'm still so upset about it, I can't sleep.
Well, then why don't you give him a call?
Oh, honey, I can't do that. He just tried to persuade me to see him again. That's out of the question.
I don't understand what's wrong with Jake. I think he's wonderful. And you're miserable without him.
Well, that may be, but in some ways, in some very important ways, we're just not compatible.
You mean he's not good enough for you?
No, I
Blanche.
don't. No, I don't. I mean, if we were to stay together, eventually our differences would turn us against each other. And I care too much for him to let that happen.
You're lucky you have a choice. My marriage was arranged. I had no say in the matter.
You mean you didn't pick Pop?
He didn't pick me either. We learned to love each other, thank God, but it wasn't our idea. There were 8 unmarried girls and 8 unmarried boys in the village that spring.
How'd they decide who went with who?
Height. If I hadn't stood on that rock, I'd have ended up with Luigi the pig boy.
If I ever got a chance at a second Mr. Right, I'd want somebody entirely different from Charlie.
But I thought you were crazy about him.
I was. I am. I mean, we had a wonderful life together. But I'd like somebody really wild. Somebody impulsive who'd sweep me off my feet. He'd pick me up in his convertible Porsche and whisk me to the airport, and we'd fly to his villa in the south of France, where we'd blindfold the orchestra and dance until dawn. And then we'd watch the sun come up over 2 steaming cups of cocoa. Cocoa? With little marshmallows.
Marshmallows, Rose, you trollop.
Dorothy, what kind of guy would you like the second time around?
Somebody to get old with.
Well, you can do that by
I'm
yourself.
aware of that. Stan didn't want to get old. No, I'd like someone to sit on the porch with, hold hands, listen to the birds, watch the grass grow.
Blanche, what kind of man are you looking for?
I don't know.
You certainly do your share of comparison shopping.
Come on, Blanche, what are you looking for?
I don't know. I just know it's not Jake. But I'm not going to let that discourage me from finding my Mr. Right, and I'm not going to compromise my standards either. I am simply going to look high and low, far and wide, and never lose heart, for I know one day my prince will come.
Now, what was that supposed to mean?
I wasn't paying close attention, but from what I could make of it, she's gonna sleep with that little black guy Prince.
Rose, can I speak to you for a moment?
Oh, sure, Dorothy, excuse me.
Rose, there was something very odd about that all-female jazz band.
What?
They're all men.
I just thought they were really ugly women. What are we going to do?
Nothing. They sound great. If we pretend that nothing is wrong, maybe no one will notice.
Hey, did you get a load of those queens on the bandstand?
Keep your voice down.
What for? You think they don't know they're queens?
Girls, I think we're a success.
Congratulations, Blanche.
I think much of the credit goes to the food. It's original yet familiar, piquant yet comforting. Blanche tells me she worked very closely with the catering.
Did she tell you they were naked most of the time?
You'll have to excuse my mother. She was a witness to the Hindenburg disaster.
I do think Jake did a wonderful job. Where is he, by the way?
Oh, I don't know. Probably out in the kitchen.
There he is, over by the dessert table.
He looks great in his tux.
Hunter, would you be a dear and get me another wine spritzer?
Of course.
Girls, I want you to do me a great big favor.
What is it?
I want you to keep Hunter occupied while I go after Jake.
Go after Jake. 12 hours ago, you said you never wanted to see him again.
I made a mistake. A terrible, terrible mistake. How could I have been thinking of? How could I have let him go? What difference does it make how he dresses or how he eats? What matters is he's a man I love.
Excuse me. Where's Blanche going?
She went to powder her nose.
At the dessert table?
Well, the powder sticks better if you put a thin layer of caramel first.
Hunter, you look skeptical.
Well, hello. I didn't see you standing there.
Really? I haven't been able to take my eyes off you all evening. You look great, Blanche.
Jake, the reason I came over here, I wanted to tell you I made a mistake. I was wrong. Our differences don't really matter.
Blanche, I admire you. You're a very special woman. But you didn't make a mistake. You were right. Blanche, I'm happy. I like myself. I want to share my life with somebody, but I want to share it with somebody who's as comfortable with me as I am with them. I don't want to go through life wondering if my tie's too loud or I'm using the wrong fork at dinner. I know. Tonight you said our differences don't matter. But they did before. And they will again. Blanche, knowing you has been one of the best things that's ever happened to me in my whole life. Remember that.
Jake.
Please. Goodbye, Blanche.
Blanche, what happened?
Well, Jake said that he thinks we have too many differences, so we're not going to get back together after all.
Oh, Blanche, I'm so sorry.
I don't understand how I let this thing happen. I'm so confused.
Honey, you think you're confused? Take a look at our horn section.
Blanche, aren't you even going to try to sleep?
I'm too upset. Oh, Dorothy, let's face it. I'm not 16 anymore. There's no longer a line of beaux out on the front porch waiting to ask Daddy if they can walk me to town. No more cotillions, no more sorority parties. I just lost the best thing that's happened to me since I met George. I'm just a stupid old fool, sitting up all night with a broken heart.
Blanche Devereaux, I cannot believe what I am hearing. You are the prettiest, most vibrant, most exciting woman I know. Men still line up for you.
Really?
Your dance card is going to be full for the rest of your life, and you know it.
I don't know whether you meant that or not, Dorothy, but thank you.
Damn, I'm good.
There What is a crazy thing for me now? It is spending time with you. I want to stay with you forever so that I can see you, love you, and care for you. I feel magical when you are around me. I feel that there is a connection of the heart and soul. great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are so